Good evening, OTT Sports Network on the air with you. It is Friday night prime time in Lafayette, Colorado. It is the first game of the state championship weekend for your Arapahoe, Bantam, Maize, and the Warriors are all set for this one. First game is at the home rink of Lafayette, taking on a Lafayette team we've seen a few times this year. The last time we shut them out 2-0. It all goes into the past. It is for all the marbles this weekend. A 2-0 start will put us in the final. A 1-1 start puts us in the semifinal. But you know what? There's 424 minor hockey teams in the state of Colorado. And right now, your Warriors are playing for the top spot in the Bantam A Gold Division. There's only a few teams that are privileged enough to say that they've got that opportunity, and they're one of them. I'm Harry Haviland. We are up in the crow's nest at the YMCA here in Lafayette, and we're excited to have you back on board. It's been a couple of weeks since our last venture, and we were at the Apex, and we lost in that devastating overtime game. But these kids have been practicing hard, and they're ready. They know it's all got to be on the table this weekend. This is going to be the last three games of club hockey for some of these kids. That's a sad thing. Those second-year Bantams, they're going to go on, they're going to play high school, they're going to go on to the NHL, they're going to go on and play over in Europe, whatever they're going to do, but there's no 15, 16U that they'll be venturing on to a travel team here at Arapahoe, so this one means a lot for them. This team is gathering around them, and we are set to go. Welcome wherever you are. If you're on the East Coast and still joining in with us in the late night back here, all the power to you. I hope you've got your caffeine pills and your Red Bulls and your Pop Rocks and you're ready to go. If you're on the West Coast, welcome into your settling down in your evening. You got your margaritas mixed, maybe a little bit of your cognac as you enjoy some Warriors hockey. And we've got to start going out here. It's going to be Paul and DeVos and Blanchard at forward. Nick Foster back on the point with Van Winkle. Back in the net, DJ Kane's taking his stance between the pipes, and Locomotive come out from their bench to take their spots. And that annoying stick banging on the bench is going on. That one's one forward, trying to push it through there. Blanchard taking a swipe at it, tip back over. DeVos keeping it in at the blue line. DeVos forcing him into the center, then back up against the boards. Blanchard tipping that one in, forcing Loco to go the other way. Keaton Pullen putting his stick into the play in this corner. Over to the far side, Blanchard trying to take a hit. Pullen pushing his man up, and then Van Winkle keeping it in the blue line. That one just makes it back over, and DeVos with a good back check, forcing the Loco player to kick it deep in behind Kane's net. Missing the hit there, Van Winkle, but he spins around, picks up that puck. It's caught up on a couple of sticks. Back into the corner. Locomotive now trying to get set up there deep in the Warriors zone. Flipped up to the blue line. No Loco player there, but Justin DeVos is racing out. Oh no, Keaton Pullen, sorry. Pullen coming in on his backhand, centering that one through. Blanchard not able to get to it. Pullen keeping it in deep as he takes a header into the boards. Now the Locomotive spinning on the back behind their own net, trying to work their way out. Backhand of Blanchard keeps it in there. Tip back out to center. With the change, Madeo tries to make a pass up. It's intercepted. Going back into the corner now and sending around the far side is Jason Grimberg. He's stepping out for his first shift of this game. Noah Popovic out there with him. Oh, Kane had to be quick. It's the first shot on net. He had to make a save, and then the second one comes in, and DJ's got that puck in between his pads. Coming up big here, 10:39 left to go, first period action. We got the Warriors and the Locomotive here on state final weekend. Short bench here for the Locomotive. Looking like they've only got 11 or 12 skaters, 4 more forwards and 6 more on the bench, so 11 skaters for them. Pass across from Haviland coming up. And he's trying to bust his way into the zone. He gets an elbow to the head, into the glass. No call on that play. Shot coming in from the blue line, rebound loose. Haviland chasing it down. Kai Haviland into the corner. Can't sneak that one past a couple of players. Locomotive control coming across the blue line. 2-on-2 with Popovic on the back check. Good to see him back. He was in Bali the last time we played at that national or international jet ski competition. I can't tell you how he did. I'll have to look at those results, maybe bring it up here after the first intermission. There's a lot of action going on here in the first period so far, and the Locomotive trying to get it in deep. Popovic stick handling his way through in a bumper zone. He comes through with it. Pop's coming across, takes a shot, sends it a little bit up over the net. Now Maize is forced to pick up that rebound on the far side, going against 5 players, and then stepping off the bench. Devin Foster now out there with Kalergis. Foster shoots one in. The goaltender sees big Kalergis skating down on him, and he's going to hang on for a whistle. Offensive zone draw here for the Warriors. 9:31 left to go in the first. Right down below here, we got this new tripod. We can bend it a little bit more. Fredette chasing that one. It's going to go all the way down the ice. As I say Fredette's name, I want to give a big shout out to the Fredette family. They heard my complaints for the last couple of weeks on my broken up tripod. They went and ponied up for this fancy new one. It doesn't wobble. It holds the iPad in there perfectly. Thank you so much, the Fredette family, stepping up. You guys are OTT for life. Kept in there, Joey Kolchevsky firing it around the glass. Dimitri Kalergis after it, stepping in off the boards. Was McGowan with him. Devin Foster on the far side, getting pushed up. Backhand pass over to Fredette. He's circling, puts it back off the boards, picks it up to himself. Fredette trying to get out of the corner, couldn't keep it on the toe of his stick, and it's sent out to center ice. Kolchevsky kicking it right back into the offensive zone, fired back out to center. McGowan picks it up, sends it in. But Foster wasn't quite onside. Another offside call here coming with 8:51 left to go. 0-0 tie still. You're with Harry Haviland in the OTT Sports Network live in Lafayette, Colorado. Going after it. Paulin putting the forecheck action on. Loco trying to kick it out. They control it back off the boards. Stripped away there by Paulin. Keaton Paulin all over this play. Backhand centering pass. Taken away from him and then off the boards to Locomotive. Backhand sauce pass. Van Winkle breaks that one up as they enter the zone. And now Paulin's on a break and Blanchard steps offside. Paulin couldn't get a hold of that bouncing puck. He was trying to settle it down. Blanchard with a little bit too much enthusiasm on that one. Comes in across the puck. Across the line before the puck. They're going to stay out there. This line started the game. They've been hustling. Out here for another shot. DeVos at the face-off draw. Tangled up with this player. Locomotive come out of the scramble with it. Loco coming across the blue line, get a shot off. That one's blocked out of the zone, but Foster's feeling that one. He peels off to the bench. He's going to change up for a fresh set of ankles. They don't call that one offside. Comes in. Kane sees it right into the belly. He scoops up on it and keeping it out of the net and keeping it a 0-0 tie. I think the key to the Warriors game here has to be keeping the pace up on this, tiring out a short-benched Lafayette team late on a Friday night. Game with the pad save. Haviland tipping it out of the zone. He puts that one a little bit too far. That's going to be an icing call. Back into the Warriors zone. Haviland recognizing his mistakes. Doesn't realize his own strength as he tips that one out of the zone. Got to stay positive. The glass is always half full. Loco fighting in the corner. Madeo, that one comes up to Haviland. He's got Maize. Puts it past him, but Kyler's coming in, racing. Here comes Kyler Maize, picks it up off the board. Gets a shot off, sending it through the crease. A little bit far, but kept in by Madeo at the blue line, back in behind the net. Peeling around the far side. Haviland going all the way over to the far end for it. Lafayette reverse it back into the corner, sending it down below the press box, out to the point. To Madeo, back to Popovic. Haviland behind the net. Opts to go for the puck, the body spins on him. And Madeo doing a good job keeping it in. Tipped back down by Popovic. Locomotive scrambling to try and get it out of their own end. They opt to go to the far side, make the pass out to the blue line, and the tip, that's going to be an icing call as Grimberg's not going to get to it. They're going to make changes, though, with this Warriors team having another O-zone draw. They're going to change up the D and come in and see what they can do. Action-packed first period here at the YMCA. Not a lot of shots on the goal, though, for the Warriors. I would like to see a little bit more of that. They're not tallying them up on the score clock, but I know that Kane has had to be sharper than this goaltender so far. Kolchevsky making that pass across to McGowan. Knocking one in. Haviland looking for the tip. Now they're fighting right down below us. Stripped away by Locomotive, out to center ice. Popovic coming back on the back check and cleans up as the guy was trying to break into the zone. Shot coming in front, Nice tipping it away, trying to get it over to Popovic. Locomotive working hard deep down in Kolchevsky, taking his man out. Now he's battling alongside Nice. It sneaks out to the blue line. Locomotive turns, send one through the crease. Far off the boards. Haviland tips it out of the zone, not quite out of the zone. They're still tangled up in front of the Warriors bench. Backhand clears the blue line. Nice still has it. He can't tip it down, just inside the red line. Back off the boards. Kolchevsky now. They're playing pass back and forth with it off the boards. Popovic back to Nice. Dallaire just stepping off the bench. He's heading towards the net. Popovic and Nice can't get it to him, and now they're forced to revert the other way as the Locomotive streak up the ice. Taking his time with it, McGowan across. Eli Fredette racing up. Can he get to it first? The Locomotive beat him to the puck with 5:46 left to go here in this 0-0 first period. Dallaire just spinning at the top of the circle. Dallaire just hangs on to it. He's tripped up in front. Fredette on his own. Shoots and misses the net. Centering again, and it's under the goalie's pad and hung on to. Good second effort there. Fredette's looking around with a smile on his face going, and if that net was only 4 feet wider and 10 feet higher, I would have had a goal. Foster, Kalergis, and Fredette. Devin Foster winning that one, trying to tip it up as Nick Foster. He falls down, but Devin manages to scoop that into the zone. It goes all the way around. Warriors chase. Fredette flips it back in, spins it off the boards. Goalie lets it go. Devin Foster first there. Deflected pass doesn't make it in, but Nick Foster keeping his work in. He's coming out of the corner, looking for Devin in front. Fredette with it, and then back over. Devin gets another opportunity, shoots. Deflected in front, still bouncing. It's underneath, puck is loose. It's under the goalie, and another save. Here's the efforts that I was talking about, finally getting those shots on net. And they're just not getting him under the goalie. Keep that crashing towards the net, and it doesn't have to be pretty. The greasy ones count just the same. It's 0-0. 4:56 left to go here. OTT Sports Network with you on a Friday night. DeVos behind the net, chasing them down. Spins back. Blanchard with the pressure. Up here to Lafayette. They don't get a handle on it. A couple of Warriors collapse on top of them. Doing a good job of the blue line is Medeo into Blanchard, and then Blanchard takes his man down. Ref didn't see that one. That might have been a little bit high, but he got pushed first, so I don't mind the retaliation if you don't get caught. Here comes Medeo down the ice, coming in for the hit. They step around him, but they lose the puck. The Voss now in behind his own net. Justin Voss hard up off the boards. Keaton Paulin touches it. Now Blanchard's got to go after it. Paulin keeping it in. Blanchard behind the net, going. They collide, but the puck still comes out onto the tape of the Lafayette Locomotive. They work their way out of the zone, coming up hard down the right wing. They check up in the corner. Centering pass back out to the blue line. Shot comes in, blocked off the skate of Grimberg. Grimberg feeds that one down. It's going to be sent the length of the ice. Can it settle down? No! And it's swept across the goal line for an icing call back into the Warriors zone. I found a Columbine Country Club water bottle in my fridge today before I left. Look at how fancy I am. Here comes on a breakaway. Here comes Nice with the shot blocker, saved by the goaltender. Too far into the corner, picked up by Lafayette. Popovic working hard against the boards. He got two guys sandwiching him. Haviland comes through with it. Still has it on his stick. Takes a shot. Pad save. Good shot there by Haviland. Lafayette sending that one down. It goes off the boards. Grimberg's going to tag up with it. He's in behind his own net. To Medeo. They reverse it. Medeo skating behind. with a backhand tip up to Haviland. One guy to beat. Kai Haviland coming back on the back check. He's looking for a cell pass off the backboards. The goalie got wise to that one, covered up on it, and they force a face-off in the offensive zone. Same line staying out here for your Warriors. 3:05 left to go. First period action with Harry Haviland at the Y in Lafayette. That puck bounced. Popovic got. I didn't see what he was doing there. I was going to commentate it, but I thought I'd rather watch and just use my imagination. Let everybody at home use their imagination there. He actually called those guys off. They were coming in to support him, and he said, hey, we're good. Let's just go in. And a shot from the point. Joey Kolchevsky off the face-off, claps one in. It goes over the goalie's shoulder. It's a 1-0 hockey game with Joey going top shelf. Great shot from the point. Just a little under 3 minutes left to go in the first as the Warriors take their first lead of this game and hoping they can hang on to it now. Time winding down in the first. Lots of hockey left to go. Popovic, Haviland, and Nice still out there. Kolchevsky and McGowan on the blue line. We're looking to get a little bit more action here. And the ref is having a conversation with the Lafayette bench. They're pointing. They were shaking hands like they were beer buddies before the game, but they're not agreeing with each other on a shot from the point. I don't get it. But here comes Popovic looking for more, puts it off the boards. Haviland's got an opportunity, picks it up in front, flips one in. Goalie handles it, but doesn't get the rebound covered up. Now Haviland's working his man in the corner. Trying to come out of that, the player's down. Haviland's still going after it. He's behind the corner. We're looking to peel back. Couple of players pinch up on the boards against him. Stepping in from the blue line is Graham McGowan. Backhand by Nice. It's off the shoulder of a Lafayette player. Nice working his way into the front of the net. A high out to Kolchevsky. A tip by Haviland sent over the crossbar. Popovic busting into the corner. Back over to Lafayette with the backhand drop. Haviland still chasing into the corner around. Lafayette can't work this out of their own zone. Good forechecking action here. Warriors trying to get control in the offensive zone. It's sent out. McGowan tags up on it, not giving Lafayette much time. He gets across the red line, sends it in. Kyler Nice with the shot. Oh, I think they might have got a tip on that one as it gets deflected wide. Foster and Calais just off the bench, but then Lafayette sends it the length. Icing waved off with Van Winkle, the first one back. Nick Foster tipping up off the back skate of Kalergis, but Devin cleans it up 3-on-2. Devin shooting off the backboards, goes behind the back net. Fredette picking up the rebound. Eli Fredette rims it around. Dimitri Kalergis going after it, keeps it in. They can't send it out. Devin Foster centering, doesn't get it through. The goalie got a piece of it, but Kalergis has it in front. It's in the crease, and it's swept away by the Locomotive player who flips it out to the blue line. Van Winkle clipped it on the wrong side of the blue, and it's coming in offside. 1:12 left to go. 1-0 hockey game now. Warriors taking the lead late in this first period. We're at the YMCA. I'm happy to have you joining us on this beautiful Friday night. There we go. We'll get that up there for you. It's our first day. Please be patient.
Intern hasn't been here.
Devin Foster to the blue line. Oh, Van Winkle got a piece of it and then keeps it in. Lafayette spinning outside their own blue line, gets across the red, sending it the length of the ice. Nick Foster trying to get position on his man. Flipping it to Fredette. He's got control and then gets angled off of that puck. 3 or 4 sticks slapping at it. Slips back over to Van Winkle, who taps it to Foster. And then he has it behind the net. Van Winkle with a little bit more room. He couldn't get control of the puck. Over to Fredette. Fredette sees his line up the right wing. Goes for a skate with it, dumping it into the zone. 25 seconds left to go with Claire just feeding it back out to Nick Foster. Claps one in. Goalie didn't see it, or couldn't get to it, sorry. Now Fredette trying to spin his way off of it. Foster with the attempted assistance, and now he's forced to be on the back check as the Locomotive come across the blue line in the Warriors zone. Backhand shot, and whoa! Look at the leather flip of Kane, and he puts it in the middle of that mesh and keeps it out of the net with only 3 seconds left to go in the first. Shot coming in again. Kane with another big save at the buzzer. DJ Kane doing the dirty work for the Warriors at the end of the first. They claw their way through that one and come out with a 1-0 lead heading into the first intermission. Another 12-minute and 1-second period is set to start as soon as the coaches have a chance to walk through a few details with their players. I like the effort of the Warriors there. They were working hard, digging deep, keeping the majority of that play in the Lafayette zone. However, Lafayette coming up with a few big opportunities. Warriors coaches talking to them about keeping those pucks to the outside and getting them out of their own zone. Last week, I even saw them in practice working on high flips out of the zone. This late in the year, just working. They've been doing that for the last month. Off the glass and out. You can get that high flip. It doesn't have to be an icing. You can get that guy breaking through. We've got a lot of speedy players on this team. If you get that puck up and over the defense, we could be looking at being gone. Well, let's see what they can come out here in the second period as we're working our way through our first game of this 3, hopefully, maybe 4-game tournament for the banner that calls you the Centennial Cup champion when you take it home. Same line that started the first, back out here for the second. It's DeVos at center with Blanchard and Paulin on his wings. Grimberg and Medea are going to step out to the blue line as Kane works his way from the bench and headed back to his net. Always respect there. The goalies give each other a glove tap. I'm hoping this is actually recording. I've got 0 texts, 0 messages. Somebody in the fan base here, shoot me a note and let me know that this is coming through and I'm not just... And maybe everybody's sleeping. It is late. We got some West Coast viewers and some people just getting home from the club in Ibiza. Oh, a pad save by Kane. He managed just to corral that one between the pads. It was a sneaky little bouncer. DeVos over on the far side of this defensive zone. Out to the blue line. Across. Lafayette coming in. Oh! And a high, weak backhand flip that nobody saw goes over the glove of Kane as he was dropping down. Drops down in behind him, and just like that, we got ourselves a 1-1 hockey game. Only 14 seconds into this second period. Oh, that's a rough one. Kane's in good shape. That's all right. That was an absolute floater. All right, everything's perfect. Well, except for that last goal. But Popovic, Haviland, and Nice out there trying to change this back around, and the momentum favoring the Warriors. McGowan going into the corner. Lafayette now with the pressure. McGowan picking the puck up behind the net. Passing out to Haviland, makes that pass across to Nice. Can he send him? Here comes Kyler Nice building up his speed. Nice, oh, they come off and get the defensive stick in front of him, not allowing Kyler to get through there. That was a good break out of the zone. Nice just couldn't get a quality shot off. They're going to be set up on the far side of the rink here now, though. Seeing if they can get set up properly enough to get that quality shot off. Nice getting that back out to the point. Kolcheski with the backhand, keeping it in deep. Haviland stepping across to the far side. Popovic tipping it in. Nice shooting short side, but it got a little bit too short. There, goes all the way around. McGowan keeping it at the blue line, finding Nice again behind the net. Popovic racing to the front. Nice still hanging on to it. Spins back into the corner. Kyler Nice. That one's deflected into the far corner. Noah Popovic sending it out to Graham McGowan at the blue line. Ripples one in and a loose puck, and Haviland and Nice couldn't get to it. Here comes the pressure. Nice, nobody in front. Back over to Popovic. Shot comes in. It's under the goalie, and he makes the save. Popovic just trying to get that. Oh. A high stick? Our fans are now, they're all over us. They said that was a high stick. Their goal was a high stick? I don't think so. I think that one just flipped up and over. All we asked is if you could hear us. We didn't ask for your comments about the game. What, do you want me to just quit and go down and yell at the referee for you? Because I can do that. But Lafayette comes in. And rips another one right into the top corner over the glove of Kane. They take a 2-1 lead here. 2 quick goals by Lafayette to start this second period. Taking the wind out of the sails of your Warriors. They've got to do something to dig in here and get this going. A shot that just found its way through. Burdette off the boards, up to Kalergis. Here comes Dimitri Kalergis, the big man off the corner, gets that stuck down before he can pass it as Foster was staking towards the net. Kalergis in the corner, pushing and shoving. Foster banging as well. There's 4 players all wrapped up in their sticks and swinging. Kalergis is the one out. Oh, tipped out in front. Trying to step in was Foster. It's back over to Van Winkle. Harper with the pass that's intercepted. Lafayette coming through. And they're the first ones to the puck in the offensive zone. Lafayette looking a little bit more hungry here in this second than they were in the first. Taken away by Kalergis. He's got Burdette on the far side. He gets it to him. Eli stepping through, gets bumped into, drops that one off for Foster, who gets a good shot off. It just so happened to be into the crest of the Locomotive goaltender. And the best thing about this, we didn't hear that stupid goal horn.
That mom is not here.
No, usually when you play in Lafayette and they score, you got that, not the nice, calm Simpsons, I choo-choo choose you. No, it's a Step back over by Paulin at center ice. Lafayette taking it away. Grimberg to Paulin, not out. Kicked in. Austin Medeo controls a rolling puck. Shoulders the man on with the reverse hit, but then the puck comes off of his stick. Back over to Medeo now, trying to sneak his way through. They go past Blanchard, Kane with a kick, and then goes off the side of the net. Centering pass in front, players knocked down there. Oh, bouncing around, the puck is loose, comes out. DeVos can't get to it, it's sent right back in. Grimberg turning it away. DeVos tipping it out, and here comes DeVos. He's got Paulin going towards the net. Justin shoots in a pad or glove save, and oh, it's that flash of the leather that's going to come to him. Karma's a very, very nice person. Let's see what they can do. It's Popovic at center now. He's got Haviland on his left and Nice on his right. And here I am stuck in the middle with you. Grimberg and Medeo out on the point. One back, but a little bit too hard. Grimberg all the way through, up off the far boards. Haviland gets a tip, and that one's another one sent into the mesh and out of play. That fan must have a lot of souvenirs as he's flipping that one back out onto the ice and doesn't need another signed puck in his basement. They're going to drop it at center ice as they don't know who last touched it. We got 8:51 left to go here in the second period. The OTT broadcast bring it to you up in Lafayette. It's a 2-1 hockey game. Your Warriors trailing. Lafayette turning with Grimberg in front. Haviland going after it. They got a 3-on-2 opportunity here. Haviland carrying it through center ice. Kai Haviland still has it, shoots one low, looking for that rebound. Goes over to Nice, comes off the boards. He can't find Grimberg, but it does sneak back out to him. Flipped in front to Haviland. Can't spin it in behind him as he was looking for that back tip. Held in, good job there by Popovic. Oh, putting those jet ski tricks to work on the ice, but then Lafayette comes in, gets a shot. Kane sees that one and keeps it in the glove. Flipping that wrist around, making sure it's not coming out of there. He passes it over to the ref, and we make full line changes on both sides. They overload the one side. A good win there by Foster, and Kolchevsky tries to flip it out to a streaking Fredette. I saw the set play there happening, but the defenseman wearing the black and yellow jersey intercepted at the blue line. It ends up in the Lafayette bench. They hand a better puck over. Oh, you see the puck switch at the bench? Maybe they handed him a weighted puck. I don't know. It's puck should be kept at minus 14 degrees Celsius, and I think he just took that one out of the heater. Off the boards hard and down, but this one's rolling. They're gonna wave off icing as this one rolls in, and Fredette's chasing him. Fredette's still going after it. Tip to the back, Kalergis to Fredette in front, puzzling in front, and diving was Foster. Now he's on his backside, and the puck is still out of the net. Out to the blue line, it's cleared, but Kolchevsky's got to settle it down. Makes that back pass, drop over to McGowan. It goes up against the boards. McGowan pinches his skate. Fredette back over to help out. Lafayette keeping that onside with some patience. Kolchevsky after it in his own zone. He gets crunched. The puck comes to Fredette, sends it the length of the ice. And that one is whistled down as icing. Back down for a below the. They're back talking with those guys. Maybe are they trading pucks again? Something fishy's going on here with this puck action at the Lafayette bench. And what would you think would be the perfect scenario? It is National Tartar Sauce Day. So to go along with that fishiness, I am gonna say happy National Tartar Sauce Day to all our friends across the United States of America. We're gonna keep an eye on all that going on behind the bench, so we'll keep you updated as things progress. Good job on the back check there. DeVos breaking that puck up, and then he gets a pass out. He's got Paulin up ahead of him, gives it to Keaton Paulin, just out of the reach of his outstretched twig. Paulin behind the net, backhand attempt on the wraparound by DeVos in front, back to Locomotive. Oh, some good quality chances here, unable to convert by the Warriors. They sneak it across, back over to Brady. He's got Paulin on the far side. Blanchard tries to stick handle this one through, gets it tipped away. He's forced to retreat back on the defensive end of things. They wave off icing. And it's tipped in behind the net. Trying to get a shot through. Nick Foster on the far side, flipping it out of the zone. Keaton Paulin tipping it up the boards, up to Justin. He's got Brady with him. Justin's gonna keep that send it. Brady trying to find the rebound. Back out to the blue line. Van Winkle's stepping in. They get a piece of that. Now it's icing is happening on this play. Firing that one all the way down. 6:10 left to go. Locomotive with the 2-1 lead here in the second period. For those of you with us all across the globe, we appreciate you. All season long, you've been sticking with us. We've been doing this since September. It is now March. This is our last 3 days. It's a sad time when it's over, but you know what? It doesn't go on for long. Bobovic with the backhand, and a goalie getting a piece of it. Bob's keeping that one in. Goalie's unable to hang onto the rebound as Popovic continues to pester. He's joined by Haviland. Now it's forced over to the far side where Nice gets his stick down on it. Medeo keeps it in the blue line. Austin trying to dance around. Nice and Pop's now worth it. Popovic in front. Haviland. Oh, the goalie came across. He tries the one-timer. Set up perfectly, but the goalie came across getting in front of that Haviland shot. Now he's going, if I just would have stopped it and held on, I would have had a wide open net. But folks at home who've never played this game, you don't understand how quick it is. You think the Four Nations is fast, you should watch these guys play. Haviland with a backhand, now Medeo in off the blue line. Oh, he missed it that one, but it's kept in. Oh, it's not kept in at the blue line. They're taking that one outside. How can they take that? Oh, a slashing call. Slashing call on Nice. Oh, I didn't see that developing, but with 5:35 left to go here in the second period, Warriors are going to be down a man for the next 2 minutes. It's Popovic and Haviland remaining out there with Medeo and Grimberg. Grimberg with the hit up against the boards, and he takes another one. Pop's trying to sneak this one through. Locomotive being chased by Grimberg. They're getting set up in the box here. Pop's pushing it into the corner. Grimberg keeping him into the other corner. And it's out. Can Haviland race to it? He's chasing. Locomotive, he's forcing his way in. Haviland taking that puck away. Good job by Kai Haviland on the forecheck. He's thinking, should I do the Michigan? Oh, he just rings it off the post back to Popovic. It's behind the boards. Now they got to force their way back here on defense. Back out to center. Can Haviland take another one away? They put it off the boards and come across the blue line now into the offensive zone. Here comes the Loco. They work their way deep into the corner. Good job by Popovic taking this one away. Pops up to Haviland. They've got to be tired at the end of this shift. Haviland, instead of getting it deep, loses it at center ice. Locomotive come back. He comes back on a back check, taking that away, and a good job by Jason Grimberg sending that one down. It's a long change, but they got to get off here as they get icing waved away from them, and we're halfway through this penalty kill. Devin Foster doing the work in the offensive zone now as he's joined by Eli Fredette, along with Kolchevsky and McGowan on the back end for the remainder of this penalty kill. Kolchevsky trying to pinch it up the boards, killing some time here. It's caught up in the Lafayette players' skates. McGowan with the assistance out to the far side. He's got that net guard flowing in the wind that falls off the back of him. Foster couldn't skate through. It's off the boards and back down. No icing. Kolchevsky and McGowan trying to figure out who's going to get this. They decide it's going to be Kolchevsky after a long debate. Now Foster is tangled up and Lafayette's working up against the boards. 6 seconds left to go. Centering pass negated, but Lafayette still has it. Trying to step out from the and set and go, 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 go! Almost a perfect opportunity as Nice came out of the box, but it was just outside of him. Good thoughts there and a great penalty kill. Good work by all those Warriors players out there. They keep it a 2-1 hockey game with 3:23 left to go here. Second period action at the YMCA in Lafayette, Colorado. McGowan puts that net guard back on. That's a mandatory item here in USA hockey for anybody under the age of 18. McGowan off the boards, through, Dimitri takes it away, he's got Fredette skating through. Dimitri Kaler just with Fredette going to the net. Dimitri, backhand in front, Kaler just couldn't get it all the way over to Fredette, who got tangled up. Kaler just back behind, gets it to Foster. Now Kaler just is against the boards, tipped it in to Foster. Devin dropping it back over for Dimitri. Big Kaler just using his size to come out of the corner with this, and a backhand centering pass almost snuck through to Fredette. They send it out of the zone. Nick Foster collecting at center ice with the tip up. They're onside, but Lafayette picks it up and then shoots one down. No icing on that. Nick Foster behind his own net. Going back the other way, he's got a little bit more room to skate with it. They're on top of him now. That's a hook down, a haul down, a trip down, a no call, but Nick Fredette up ahead of him. The sauce goes a little bit greasy up over his stick, but Fredette doesn't give up on the play. He's in behind, hacking and slashing, trying to take this puck away on the forecheck. Deep into the corner, DeVos off the bench to help him out. Kaler just in front, DeVos trying to get it to him. Kaler just pounding that one back in. It's tipped back into the corner though. DeVos and Fredette fighting in the corner. Nobody knows where the puck is. They're just bumping and pushing and shoving. It's underneath some skates. It squirts loose and it's back into the corner. DeVos centering and Kaler just, oh, it's in front under the goalie. Kaler just with the backhand and he sends it wide. They go after Kaler just another. Oh, it's getting physical back there now. Dimitri Kaler just working his way in behind. Pushing and shoving. Oh, they're letting them play hockey here. It's getting physical. 1:28 left to go. Warriors still pushing in there. Dimitri is using his body. DeVos getting the arms up, coming in front. Shot comes in, it's on the goalie. And finally whistled down. What a physical shift. That's got to be the most physical shift I've seen the Warriors play all year long. And the refs just let them go. There was hits back and forth. Now they just got to watch themselves. Got to watch. Can't get too aggressive. And the ref coming over here for another fillet of fish. He's saying, okay, yeah, no, don't worry, coach, I'll get that next time. Going after it's Keaton Paul, and that one bounces out to the blue line. Sent through to center ice by Lafayette. Turning is Brady Blanchard, can't get it past the skates, and then hammered in offside by Lafayette. A little over a minute left to go here in this second period. It's still 2-1 Lafayette. I don't need to stress the importance of a W tonight and a W tomorrow morning. That saves us from playing at least 2 games on Sunday if we want to win that banner. Holland with a good move. Across and through. The boss gets a little bit of a shot, not enough. Grimberg shoots one and blasts it, and it goes off the boards up into the mesh and out of play. I guess Lafayette might have touched that one. DeVos trying to win this faceoff. He's tangled up. Back over to Lafayette, through to the point. Medeo tips in. Blanchard's got some time. He's hit the circle, shoots one into the pressuring defenseman. They're in behind the net. Paulin trying to bang around for it. He chases him around the other side. It's off the boards. Medeo stepping his way in, working through the corner. Austin Medeo coming around the backside of the net, over to the far side of the rink. Austin still stick handling. Man, loses it as he tries to work his way in front. Jason Grimberg taking it away. Lafayette getting their tape on it, sending the rubber deep into the Warriors zone here with 14 seconds left to go. Medeo taking a couple of hits, but back to DeVos. 9 seconds left, trying to get this shot off. Icing waved off. Paulin going into the corner. Can they center it in time? Centering passes under the goalie's glove. Oh, and there's some rough stuff after the whistle, and they're going to continue to battle at this one. These teams have seen each other too many times this year to be playing tonight, I think. If they're going to give one there, they got to give 2, but I'm assuming that they're going to give none. The goalie just chirping his way down the ice. I think he better be careful of what he's talking about. Coaches, I think, are going to be talking about they love the aggression, they love the passion, but they do have to look at that scoreboard. They're trailing by a goal. And that puck's got to get into the back of the net. They're not going to give any penalties. These refs just let them go at it.
I like it. That's what you should
I like
do.
it too, until the first one comes and it's a...
But there hasn't been that many.
No, it's just been a hard fought. No, it's not like it's headshots. It's not like it's cross checks. No hits from behind. Just a hard fought, battled hockey game. Like I said, these players have seen each other a lot this year. Well, I don't know. There's some players that don't even have name bars on their jerseys in Lafayette. So, don't know if we've seen them before. But this seems like a harder working, a short bench Lafayette team that we shut out the last time we played them for some strange reason. It's going to be Popovic at center ice. Neeson, Haviland. And on the back end, McGowan and Kolchevsky. Pop loses that one, but Lafayette gets forced on the far side by Nice. Sent in around. McGowan's going to let that one go. He comes after it, and then Lafayette tipping it back into the corner. McGowan chasing. Haviland coming back in, picking it up off the boards. Tries to pass that one over to Nice, who was streaking out of the zone. Lafayette turns it back in. Icing is not a factor, neither is offside. McGowan hard off the boards, not clear of the... Oh, it does bounce clear of the blue line. And they send that one in over the stick of Nice. An offside call. Lafayette with the short changes now, only 28 seconds into this one. The short bench is tiring them out. This is what I was talking about early in the game. The Warriors have to take advantage. They've got full lines over there, 15 skaters, and turning around and icing it down is not what I was getting at, but maybe we can work our way towards it. Ref over here having a conversation with the Lafayette bench instead of watching the puck be dropped. Tipped away by McGowan. Loco still trying to get it in. Popovic feeding it out to Nice. Haviland's pushing after it. They're spin off each other back in front. Locomotive on the backside. Lafayette over the corner. Nice chasing, tipped in. Popovic ripping that one away. Haviland's in front. Popovic with the backhand through the crease. Nice with the tip, keeping this one inside the Loco zone. Popovic pushing his man, Haviland, forcing the pass up the boards. Now Nice is ripping up after him. They send that one down. Wave off icing because apparently Joey was supposed to touch every puck that goes by him. A Loco centering pass back over to McGowan now. Trying to skate his way out, makes a backhand pass to Nice. Nice gets run over, but it's dropped to Popovic. He sends that through a cluster of players, and Lafayette ends up taking it away. They stick under their way through, and there's going to be a tripping call against Nice for sure, as he got beat at the blue line, and now the Warriors with 10:29 left to go in the third period are going to be killing off another penalty. Foster and Kalergis, Van Winkle, and that's too far for me to see. Foster, till he turns around. I don't need glasses, you need glasses. Up here in the crow's nest at the Y, hopefully the view is all right for you guys. You're all watching on your IMAX screens and not looking at the 3-inch iPad that we have. Eli Fredette is out there and putting it to the blue line. Foster with the pressure, they dangle it at the line, keeping it in, backhand flip in front. It's off of Kane and into the back boards. Nick Foster off the boards for Devon. Gets it at least clear of the blue line, forcing a reset by Lafayette. Devon with still the pressure. Back over, taken away by Van Winkle. Here comes Harper Van Winkle, working his way up into the offensive zone. Pushing this in on the penalty kill. The defenseman's now got to get back into the play. He steps back into position at the blue line. And Fredette coming in. Good job by Eli Fredette, not allowing the Locomotive to get it out of their zone. They pass one off the back of the net. Locomotive on the far side, still trying to figure out how to get it out as Foster keeps the pressure on. Devin Foster forcing him to spin around again. Finally, they make the pass out, clear the blue line. It's tipped in front of the scorekeeper's bench. Right back over to the Warriors D, and then out of the zone. Picked up off the boards. Nick Foster through to Devin Foster, backhanding that one down the ice. And that's an icing call as Devin was on the wrong side of the ice. Like nobody could have touched that one the same way Eli couldn't touch the one that they waved off the other way. I'm not complaining about nothing. I'm just here to state the facts, people. Haviland and Popovic getting out there now with Medeo and Grimberg. Popovic doing his work in the corner. Grimberg, that puck comes through to center. Medeo takes it away. Can't skate it through to the blue line. Ooh, barely kept in there, but waved as a clean onside play. Austin Medeo behind the net. Power move, backhand, not clear of the blue line. And he takes the man down, trying to stand him up at the blue line. Austin playing a great physical game today. Can't get it through again, and now they've got 9 seconds left to go as Medeo and Grimberg are battling in behind their net. Popovic takes this one away, and Nice is stepping out of the box. They kill another penalty off, but they're still trapped up in their own zone. Claire just joins this line with Nice going to the bench. Medeo's behind the boards, behind the net, sorry, on the boards. Haviland trying to take that one away. Centering pass through the crease over to the far side. Popovic back behind the net for Grimberg. Taken by Lafayette. Now knocked down. Medeo off the boards and out. Haviland isn't going to chase that one down. It's going to be an icing anyways as the penalty killers go off. And fresh legs step out for a defensive zone draw. 7:59 left to go. Third period action here. It's 2-1. Locomotive leading your Warriors on the OTT Sports Network. DeVos in a battle. McGowan with a clap up against the boards. Picking it up on the half boards. The defenseman for Locomotive stepping in, reversing it back out. Misfires on the shot. Gets tangled up with a few, but the puck still stays in the Warriors' end. Pollan gets that one out of the zone. But Loco wasting no time in getting it back through. DeVos coming in, taking his man out. McGowan has an opportunity Tip this over to Blanchard. He gets it through. Blanchard gets 3 guys collapsing on him. And then McGowan takes a man out. Physicality continuing as this third period ticks on. He's got him way up ahead looking for Paulin. Paulin tipping that one down. That's not going to be an icing call. You can still go after it though. Keaton Paulin working his way. That one goes past Blanchard. Held out of the blue. That was offside. Sneaking across. McGowan trying to keep that one in. Tipping it through and time continuing to wind down. Almost halfway through this third period. Warriors still looking to claw their way back. They've got 1 goal to get back to tie this. This doesn't seem like the same team that we played when we beat them 2-0 with their full bench. Oh, in front, Kane gets a glove over top of it, covers up. They're gonna whistle. Oh, they didn't whistle it down. Forcing Kane to drop that one, I'm not sure. Maybe there's a rave that these refs want to get to. Coming through. Up is Devin Foster getting a shot off. Oh, and they make the save. Foster, good effort there. Devin coming through the center of the ice, getting a quality shot off. And a goalie just hangs on. Oh, 2 weeks off and my voice can't handle an action-packed game like this. Fredette. Back behind, Devin. Centered for Galergis. Oh, he was looking top corner. They deflected that one. Fredette getting to it first. Eli. Centers off the skate of Foster. On his backhand, Van Winkle has it. Taken away at the blue line, racing back through. Tipped all the way down. Harper Van Winkle stops that one up. Then he gets pushed from behind. He loses the puck, but Devin Foster jumping back into the play. Centers off the blocker of Kane and out of the zone. Up off the skates of Galergis. He's got some power to come in. He decides to peel back, make that pass across. Over to the far side, Van Winkle was racing in with him. He wasn't positioned at the blue line, but Nick Foster helps him out. That one sneaks across. And Harper dropping that one back again for Eli. Fredette now with some time. Sends that one in deep. They've got some time here making changes. Out to center. Grimberg. Across, Medeo looking far side for Nice. Not enough scooch to get it to him. And in front, Kane makes the first save. He gets another save, a third save, and he's on top of it. And a player comes down on top of his head as he was reaching for that puck. Kane takes a quick swipe and then backs away from the... DJ Kane keeping his team in this one. 5:48 left to go, third period at the Y. Tyler Nice has it, he flips it. Noah Popovic skating his way in, picks it, rolling puck up, no icing on the play. Popovic trying to drop that one for Haviland. Taken away by Nice at the top of the circles. Sent out. Medeo in his own end, making that pass across. Quick pass back over to Austin Medeo, coming through center. Austin still has his puck on his stick, has Haviland going towards the net. Austin still has it, shoots, bad save, and a rebound comes all the way back out to the blue line. Held in there. Grimberg now spinning, he's taken down from behind. Kept in as Medeo comes back out to his assistance, and then Popovic's back at center ice, making the pass across to Kyler Nice. Flipping one through, trying to find Haviland, can't find its way through 3 black jersey wearing players. Popovic off the boards and out. Kai Haviland with a chance here, Nice coming in with them. Haviland coming through, takes this over to the left side, centering pass. It's picked off and sent the length of the ice, and that one's going to be an icing call as it crosses the far red line. End-to-end effort by both teams here, keeping this a tight one. 4:43 left to go. Warriors still trailing by 1. DeVos turning, winning that faceoff. Blanchard coming back over to the boards to try and pick it up. Paulin going after him behind the net, getting that stick in front of the plate. Good job by Keaton Paulin cutting his man off and making Lafayette work for this one. DeVos back over to Blanchard, up the boards, pinching in as McGowan. It goes past him, but then he's back for it, and Paulin doing a good job getting back on D. McGowan flipping it in deep. On the forecheck, Blanchard chasing it behind the net. Ooh, not going to call that one as Blanchard takes the man out behind the net. Paulin, chase, pass to Voss, trying to get out. Kolchevsky steps into his man, but the puck comes back into the defensive zone. Blanchard across to McGowan. And McGowan going for a skate, flipping it down, gloved inside his own zone. Paulin going after it. Paulin taken down and then gets a skate over top of him to the blue line. Lafayette working their way through, going around McGowan. Now skating back on the back check. Blanchard takes a swipe. Good job by Brady Blanchard getting back into that play. And a couple of boys getting stood up on the blue line. That one's sent in behind the net. Kolchevsky out to the blue, not passes. He was looking for a streak of Keaton. Paulin is taken away at the blue line by the Locomotive. Back in McGowan. Missing the puck there, going for the man. It's in front. Paulin flipping that one out, taking away 3:18 left to go. Here come the Locomotive. They don't let it get past center ice as banging and crashing continues. Tipped into the blue line, held by Locomotive. Back out, Devin Foster. He's racing in. Devin's got this one. Shoots one, misses high over the crossbar, off the glass. Hilaire just tying his man up inside the zone, back over. Paulin's still out there, gets it to Devin Foster. Foster in the slot, on his backhand in front. Oh, Hilaire just missing the tip. He was sneaking in the back door. Hilaire just Paulin fighting. Out of the pile comes Keaton. Paulin can't stick it a little through. Back over to Kalergis. Sends that one. Past Van Winkle. Outside. They're trying to make a quick change here. They got to change this one up. Flipping it through. Up to Kalergis. Just couldn't handle it. 2:23 left to go. Still trailing by one. The Warriors back in their own zone. Harper Van Winkle. Off the far boards. Just sending this one. Kalergis trying to collect. Quick passes out and back to Van Winkle. He's not going to do the same thing as he sends this one through center ice to Kalergis, who's back checked just inside the blue line, and it's sent back out by the Locomotive. Nick Foster in his own zone up against the boards. It's taken away by Locomotive, broken up in front. Devin flipping it out to Kalergis. Dimitri trying to speed his way through. Gets trapped up there with a couple of players in black jerseys again. And then Harper back in his own end, 1:44 left to go. Centering pass out to Kalergis. He has Popovic at the blue line. Sends that in. It's on the goalie. And the goalie's going to cover up with Eli Fredette looking for it. I'm sensing a timeout coming potentially here from the Warriors. There's 1:33 left to go. The score is 2-1. No timeout. They're going to drop the puck with Noah Popovic at the dot right down below the press box. Noah trying to win that one. The puck rolls over Medeo's stick. It's all the way back into the Warriors zone. He did touch up on it though. Then he's going hard against the boards with a forechecking Locomotive player. In behind, Popovic kicking that back up to his. Sending it to Neese. Neese and Haviland crisscrossing through center ice. Kyler Neese has it. Neese on his backhand down left wing. In front, and it's loose under the goalie. Haviland looking for one. And a goalie doesn't give it to him. Hanging on with 1:04 left to go. Popovic again, just as we saw here a few seconds ago. He's winning this one, and Noah Popovic digging deep into the corner, centering pass. Stolen away, off the boards, helped in there by Grimberg. Putting that across, Medeo was playing some defense. Popovic comes back, keeps it in the blue line. Haviland centering out of the corner. Doesn't sneak it through. They make that high flip pass through center. It's into the skates of Medeo. He tags up on that, picks it up behind his own net. Austin Medeo coming through. That pass out of the zone doesn't get clear of the blue line. And now Jason Grimberg has to settle the rubber down. He rolls it over to the far boards, not hard enough to get it out. Neese working his way over to it. Lafayette flipping it in with 26 seconds left to go. Medeo with another opportunity, or Haviland tipping it through center. Neese kicking it forward, Popovic going after it. Haviland knocking it deep into the zone. Now he's in on the forecheck. He gets psyched out. They reverse back on him. Put that through past Medeo's stick. and 8 seconds left. This is gonna bring it to the end. And Lafayette's coming out with the 2-1 lead. And that is gonna be the final score. Hard-fought game, back and forth, not the same as we've seen in the past, but you know what? This weekend isn't over. We're playing again tomorrow, 11:15 against a team from Aspen that we've never seen, and then that makes it pretty much official. One of these teams is going to be 2-0, which puts us into 2 games on Sunday. The first one will be, I think it's at 11, and then if we win that one, we go on to play again at 4, but it doesn't matter. Tomorrow, join us right back here. We'll be up in this crow's nest perch at the YMCA for a game at 11:15 tomorrow morning against Aspen. Until then, thanks for staying up late night with us here on this Friday night. On behalf of Sharon running the camera and everybody here at the OTT Sports Network, I'm Harry Haviland, thanking you for joining us, and I'm signing out.